Life cycles of animals. Overview. An organism is a living thing that inherits traits from its parents. Heredity transfers these traits from parents to offspring, while variation causes differences among them. The life cycle is the process in which organisms are born, grow, reproduce, and die, with their offspring continuing the cycle. Big idea: all forms of animal and plant life have adaptations that will help them survive in different environments. Their offspring maintain their population. Key questions: what are the different stages in the life cycle of an organism? How does heredity and variations affect the life cycle of an organism? 1. What are the different stages in the life cycle of an organism? Possible answer: the stages are birth, growth, reproduction, and death. Some animals also pass through egg, young, and adult stages. 2. How does heredity and variations affect the life cycle of an organism? Possible answers: heredity makes offspring look and act like their parents because traits are passed on. Variation causes differences among offspring, which can help them adapt and survive in different environments. Focus point: at the end of the lesson, you should be able to describe the different stages in the animal life cycle, identify the characteristics of a butterfly, frog, and chicken in the different stages of their growth and development, compare the different stages in 3 selected animals using their charts, and discuss the environmental changes that affect the life cycles of animals. Quick check: study the pair of pictures of young and adult animals. Challenge 1. Which animal looks the same in its young and adult forms? 2. Which animal looks completely different in its young and adult forms? 3. What other animals can you think of that look completely different in their young and adult forms? In grade 3, you studied about reproduction. You learned that most animals reproduce sexually. This means that genetic information is shared by 2 parents with the offspring. Reproduction is a way by which animals maintain their kind. This is important so that the continuity of life is maintained. Some animals are born alive as baby animals, and they are called viviparous. However, other animals are hatched from eggs that are fertilized outside the mother's body. These are called oviparous. Some animals change through metamorphosis like frogs and insects, while others like mammals, reptiles, and birds simply grow bigger. All animals pass through 3 stages: before birth, young, and adult. Their growth depends on conditions like food, air, light, temperature, and habitat. Trivia: a kangaroo is one of the most extraordinary animals in the world. It is the largest marsupial, and it uses powerful hind legs for hopping. A female kangaroo is called a flyer while a male kangaroo is called a boomer. The female kangaroo is pregnant for only 30 to 40 days, and it can give birth to 4 offspring at a time. The baby is called a joey and is very small at birth, about the size of a grain of rice. The joey is protected inside the mother's pouch where it grows until it can urinate and defecate. Kangaroos are herbivores. They eat plants, leaves, grass, and shrubs. Using their large, powerful hind legs, small forelimbs, and long tails, kangaroos can swim and use their forepaws to defend themselves. To avoid predators, they swim and use their forepaws to ground pursuers. Life cycle of some animals. Some insects undergo complete metamorphosis, which consists of 4 stages. Egg, the unborn stage. The egg contains the zygote or fertilized egg cell. Larva, the young insect that hatches from the egg. It usually looks very different from the adult. Pupa, the inactive stage where no feeding happens. It is usually well camouflaged and serves as protection while transformation takes place. Adult, the final stage where the insect is fully developed and can reproduce. Incomplete metamorphosis. Other insects undergo only 3 stages of development, called incomplete metamorphosis. About 10% of insect species go through this type. Examples include dragonflies, grasshoppers, and cockroaches. Their life cycle has 3 stages. Egg, the unborn stage where development begins. Nymph, the young stage. It looks similar to the adult but is smaller and lacks wings or fully developed body parts. Adult, the final stage, where the insect becomes fully developed and capable of reproduction. Life cycle of a butterfly. Egg stage, butterflies lay eggs on leaves. Larva, caterpillar, the young stage, where the caterpillar hatches and feeds on leaves. Pupa, chrysalis, the inactive stage where transformation occurs. Adult butterfly, the fully developed butterfly emerges, ready to fly and reproduce. Life cycle of a mosquito. This tiny but deadly animal also undergoes changes. See the illustration below. The female mosquito lays about 200 eggs on the surface of the water. After a few days, the eggs are hatched into larvae and are called wigglers. They look like their parents. The larva grows and develops into a pupa. The pupa is shaped like a comma. Finally, the hard case around the pupa splits open. An adult mosquito comes out with wings. Life cycle of a fly. Houseflies are one of the most annoying insects. They fly around our food and leave disease-carrying germs on it. Houseflies lay eggs on wastes and decaying materials because the larvae depend on them for food. The eggs are hatched during their first week of development. Life cycle of a bee. The bee undergoes complete metamorphosis. The life cycle of a bee is different because the adult bee takes care of the baby bees. The mother of all the baby bees is a queen bee, who lays eggs. A queen bee lays eggs. Worker bees care for the growing larvae. Soon, some of these baby bees, particularly the male bees, will become workers called drones. A full-grown larva develops into a pupa. An adult bee crawls out of the cell. Life cycle of a frog. Like butterflies, frogs undergo an amazing transformation called metamorphosis as they grow and develop. Frog eggs are laid in water. Tadpoles swim with gills. Tadpole starts to develop its legs. Froglet, an almost mature frog, grows for about 2 to 4 years to become an adult. It still has some of its tail but can now breathe air using its lungs. Life cycle of chicken. How fascinating it is that an egg can hatch into life. Within 21 days, the egg hatches into a baby chick. The life cycle of a chicken consists of egg, hatching, chick, and adult. Inside the egg, an embryo develops in the incubation period. The duration of the period is about 21 days. When the egg hatches, the baby chick comes out. It is covered with soft, dry feathers called down. The chick cannot fly but can be safely moved to broader areas where it is fed and nurtured until feathers are produced. You will notice that some breeds grow faster than others. From a few weeks to around 12 weeks, the chick becomes a pullet, young female, or cockerel, young male. The chick grows on its own until it reaches full size as a hen or rooster. Once a pullet lays her first egg, she will already become a full-grown hen and experience sexual maturity. The average period for chickens to live is around 3 to 8 years. Environmental changes that affect the life cycle of animals. For many species of animals, their life cycles are considered to be one of the major environmental changes that affect their lives. The different seasons of the year affect the behaviors of some animals, including migration, mating, and blooming. Activity. Life cycle of an eagle. Arrange the following events in the order in which they happen by using the numbers 1 to 6. Write the numbers before each statement. 1. Fledgling emerges with its own plumage. 2. Fledgling learns to hunt own food. 3. Female eagle lays its egg. 4. Female eagle incubates, survival challenges. 5. Golden plumage emerges on the eagle's head. 6. Eagle egg incubates on the eagle's nest about 40 days. Experts observed that warmer climates affect animals, especially birds, butterflies, and fishes. These changes disrupt migration, breeding, and food sources. Some fish lose their habitats, while warmer water species spread into new areas, even those useful to humans. Let's check the activity. Life cycle of an eagle. 1. Female eagle lays its egg. 2. Eagle egg incubates on the eagle's nest about 40 days. 3. Female eagle incubates, survival challenges. 4. Fledgling emerges with its own plumage. 5. Fledgling learns to hunt own food. 6. Golden plumage emerges on the eagle's head. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my new educational videos. Thank you for your support.